Welcome into the recap of the White Sox 3-0 victory over the Toronto Blue Jays, the defending American League champions, on Easter Sunday at Rate Field as the Sox sweep the three-game series to open the home portion of baseball 2026 White Sox style. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, where every client has their own Lakeside banker. That's why I've been a customer for more than 20 years. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. That was a quality victory. Outstanding starting pitching, timely hitting, and the one run you needed you got in the first on a big hit with 2 outs. When you get big hits in big spots, you pair that with solid starting pitching. Bullpen does the job. Defense is good. You're going to win a lot of baseball games, and you got to tip your cap to the White Sox. They roll in on Friday, 1-5. Just go on social, live on social like I do, and like many of you do, and you'd see how disgruntled the fan base was. And you know what the White Sox said? Screw that, we're going to play better. And they did. They win Friday, they win Saturday, and they win Sunday. Tip your cap, really good to sweep a really quality opponent. This wasn't like the Rockies rolled in here. No, this is a team that was that close to winning the World Series last fall. So hats off to Will Venable and his guys. The pitching staff really stepped up this weekend. It wasn't an offensive juggernaut today. It didn't have to be when Davis Martin was pitching the way he did. Let's get into it. It's also brought to you by our great partners at Tasty Trade. Stocks, crypto, futures, options, whatever you trade, you should always do it at tastytrade.com. First inning, Chase Mydroth, a double. Sox get him over to third on an infield ground out, and with 2 outs, Miguel Vargas, a triple. That turned out to be the game-winning hit, the game-winning run. They tacked on 2 more. But when you can score in the first and your pitcher goes, oh, I got a lead, let's go. And it's chilly. And guess what? A good day to pitch. Big hits in big spots win you a lot of baseball games. Bottom third, Lenine Sosa doubles to deep left. Murakami scores. It's a 2-0 ball game. And then in the fourth, Austin Hayes a base hit. That brings in Luis Angel Acuna, who had 2 hits today and a stolen base. When this guy gets on base, he's a pretty good bet that he's going to be running. He has got great speed and comes up with another stolen base today. And then it was the pitching staff. That was it. So our player of the game, I'm going to go with 2 today. I'm going to go with 2 Gallagher players of the game, AJG.com. Gallagher helping business since 1927. Again, AJG.com, our Gallagher player of the game. I'm going to go with Davis Martin, the pitcher. We'll run his numbers down in a minute. And then the big hit in the first inning from Miguel Vargas that won this ball game. So White Sox win 3-0. Let's take a look at the starting pitching matchup and go inside the numbers. We'll go inside the numbers. First, brought to you by our great partners at SinusandSnoringMD.com. This dude sleeps like a baby because of Sinus and SnoringMD.com. No more snoring. You should try it. I did. They're the best. You look at the numbers for the Blue Jays. That's an offensive ball club. You got a single out of Springer. You got a hit out of Guerrero. You got a hit out of Varsho. Couple knocks out of Ernie Clement, good hitter. And Valenzuela had a hit. That's it. 6 hits and no runs. Their bullpen came in, gave up 1 run, but did a decent job. But when your offense is completely flat like that, when you get outpitched the way they did, that's what's going to happen. For the White Sox offensively today, as I said earlier, Acuna, a 2-hit day, scored a run, stole a base, and then you had a hit for Mydroth. That was the double in the first. Austin Hayes, a hit and an RBI. Vargas, a hit and an RBI. A hit for Edgar Carroll, a hit for Lenine Sosa, and a hit for Colson Montgomery, who was a pinch hitter. 8 knocks in all. Just a good, solid day for the White Sox. Left on base, they did leave 9 on. They did turn a double play. And for the Blue Jays, with men in scoring position today, they just weren't very good because they didn't have any opportunities. They didn't. And in terms of leaving men on base, they left 8 8 stranded aboard in a 3-run game. And for the start of this ball game, it was a 1-0 game, and they had a chance. They could not deliver. Let's take a look at our starting pitching matchup. We like to call it Winging It, brought to you by our great partners at Hooters. 11 Chicago area locations, originalhooters.com. Lauer went 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs there earned, didn't strike out a man, walked 3, and then they went to Voth, Mantiply, and Miles to finish this off. But the star of the game, Davis Martin. I said I'd give you the numbers. He was our Gallagher player of the game. Davis Martin, 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 6 Ks, 2 walks, and then Hudson came in and gave you 2/3 of an inning. Leisure, an inning and a third. Murphy finishes it off with a strikeout and a walk in his 1 inning of work. White Sox win. That is a quality series. You should have a little spring in your step. Happy Easter. Happy Passover to everybody out there. Appreciate you greatly. Baltimore next up for the Sox. I'll see you tomorrow. Take that.